fast pace. We were wooded. That's my favorite race. As strong as we could. We were catching people the whole time. And it was just hectic. And I had to laugh at it. I love coming out here. He can drive. That's all I gotta say. Coming out here to race for Alberto Beef Jerky and just be a part of the competition it's so much fun, you know? The amount of adrenaline you get at the start line. I love coming out here. When I first got into this, I was a little nervous because I've been in the car with a guy and he can drive. That's all I gotta say, so it's always a fun time. Parker 250, very first race of the season. You know, we had a strong run. We were hoping for a first place finish. I mean, we did our best. We were doing such a great job. And it was just hectic. We were blowing differentials left and right. And then our transmission blew out, we were blowing belts. It was a bad race. But I had to laugh at it a little bit. It's not our fault that the transmission blew, you know, so what are you gonna do? It is what it is. We ran a good race. We had a fast pace. We were catching people the whole time, starting from the back. We didn't have a good start position. We were wooded. You could go fast on that course. And I think my favorite part was a quarry, just because of how rough it was. And that bowl with the spectator view. That was fun. That was incredible. You know, the rain I usually don't like because, you know, we're from Seattle, we hate the rain. But on the course, when it's dusty, the rain is like, if it's light rain, it's the best thing you could ask for. Wind's good, but rain is ideal. It actually wasn't too bad, in my opinion. There was a lot of straights. We were going for a strong second place finish until we blew a belt. And then we fixed it as fast as we could and we pushed the last 30 miles as hard as we ever drove the car just to catch up time. that's my favorite race so far. We finished 6th. It's so much fun, you know, the amount of adrenaline you get at the start line, your heart's beating, everything is going so fast, and at one point it's almost like everything slows down. Just because all the adrenaline pumping through your system, it's hectic. The course is rough. You know, last year we only got 1 mile under our belt before we rolled the car and then rolled it again, so it wasn't our best race. Whoops are just crazy. I don't know, the Fox Proving Grounds at the mid 400 is not even close to what's out there. The course is fun because, you know, it's hectic. It's always car to car, you know. You're always either passing someone or getting passed. It's a really rough course because, you know, there's 150 cars going on it all day long on a 60-mile loop. But no, it's really fun. It's a blast. When I see that helicopter, man, it's wooded. I'm sliding the corners, I'm trying to throw rocks, you know? That's just the best footage there is. We're trying to really spice it up for you guys. About 6 of the 8 or 9 laps there was. And then on the final lap to go, a simple transmission rebuild error caused us to slip out of gear and just cars went in its place. Big mishap. I believe we were about to take 2nd place and at least push for 1st on the last lap, and then something like that happens. That race is really fast paced. It's good for this car because we're really still working on the clutching with it. So when it's wide open, not a lot of silt, that's where we have an advantage. Going flawless, like it mostly does, and then halfway through the race, you know, we're popping tire after tire, and the course is just not nice to us. Our 6th tire decided to blow around a high-speed turn, and it washed us out into the trees, and we just took a tumble. Car was done, and that was that. That was a wrap for that race. It's the most disappointing when it feels like it's not your fault in a way, because you just mechanically things go wrong or just unlucky, and especially when you're doing well and you're catching up to the front of the pack. So something you can really do then. You know, as always, our race started off strong for us. throughout the entire race, but basically every 45 miles we're blowing clutch belts. And you know, there's a lot of uphill climbs, and it's just torture on the belt with the heat and everything. We learned everything after the race. It looks like early in the race we hit a G out and we bent our motor mounts. And it just offset the alignment to the clutch. Every 30 or 40 minutes we're just blowing up a belt and there's nothing we can do about it. And after 12 belts, I think that was the last spare we had. At mile marker 400 or so, we had to call the race. We didn't have enough to get to the finish. It's a struggle. We've been dealing with a lot this year and we don't know why. You know, we learn from each race and we come to next race more prepared than ever, and then something new is thrown at us. So hopefully this race we're gonna try to turn things around. We've done a lot of testing where we haven't had in the past and it should help us a lot, but we're just hoping for a finish, you know, just getting through it all.
Ran the first 7 laps as strong as we could, and then the crew was telling us we're actually ahead on time at one point. But then we blew a belt and our clutch cover warped because of the heat, so we spent too much time trying to put it back on. Finally, you know, made the decision, throw it off, and then just catch up as much as we could in the last lap. But you know, it's really satisfying to end the season, or nearly end the season off, and have a strong finish, hopefully. Last night and just decided to go with a new setup. Seemed to work really well.